We're going to turn now to Iraq and the fight against ISIS. President Obama announced this week that 450 more troops are on their way. And as the administration debates adding even more troops and more military bases to the fight, our chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran is on the ground in Iraq with a disturbing look at where things stand and the horrors of life under ISIS.
Iraq's Anbar Province, after years of war, a hellish Mad Max landscape, and right now the front lines against ISIS. We arrive at an Iraqi army outpost a few miles north of Fallujah and talk to the Iraqi troops who are staring down ISIS.
How often are you attacked in this position by the ISIS fighters?
Every day, he says. He says he will stand and fight, but Iraq's army, time and again, has turned tail and run from ISIS. In Mosul last year, in Ramadi last month. Why? Listen to Jafar, a deserter from the Iraqi army. He asked us to shield his identity. Jafar says when he deserted last year, he had not been paid for 7 months, and he even had to buy his own ammunition, and he'd get more only if he could prove he'd killed an ISIS fighter.
In order for you to get more ammunition, you had to bring a dead body?
We had to prove that either we had killed a terrorist or prove we were under attack, he tells me. A 10-year veteran, Jafar told us his army fell apart rapidly after the U.S. withdrawal in 2011.
The Americans have given so much money to train and equip and supply the Iraqi army. Where did it all go?
It was all stolen, he says.
All stolen. It just got stolen. By politicians, by senior officers.
Everyone has done it from their own position, he says. It's now been a year since the fall of Mosul, and life under ISIS there, as this video obtained by the BBC shows, is grim. Shia mosques blown up, empty schools, women forced to cover from head to toe for the first time, Christian homes marked and confiscated. Iraq is now trying to retrain its troops with American help. But meanwhile, on the battlefields, volunteer Shia militia troops are taking over. And when we met them in Anbar, soldiers of the Badr Brigade, some accused of atrocities against Sunnis, they made clear what they think of President Obama's plans.
If Obama sends more American soldiers here, will you fight the Americans too?
I will fight ISIS and the Americans, this man shouts. Jafar, the deserter, like many Iraqi soldiers, he feels different.
What will fix the Iraqi army?
If we bring back the Americans, he says, and then adds,
peace.
For this week, Terry Moran, ABC News, Baghdad.